James said, "Hi James, happy birthday." Thank you for that. I completed the course last year and was feeling much better. The fibromyalgia pains had gone and all other symptoms. I then decided to have a break, and sure enough, the symptoms are coming back. Not sure if it's lack of Qenda or what. I had a few fibromyalgia flare ups, and now I'm experiencing joint pain all over. Please advise me on what to do going forward and whether I should buy the everyday fibre tub or the ultimate fibre. Yeah. Hey Adele. Yeah. So yeah, that's quite. The thing is, we live in. Well, firstly, I'm so happy that you got off your meds and stuff like that. You and helped fix your thyroid, but I think that's correct anyway. And then with regards to fibromyalgia symptoms, what I've seen is everyone with fibromyalgia, they've actually, well, everyone but one person with fibromyalgia have actually been constipated. And obviously the Quenda's great for keeping that flow in your body. Also a great source of iodine, which is obviously helping the thyroid levels and everything else. But yeah, now you're saying that you said the fibromyalgia symptoms are coming back, and now you've got some joint pain, and obviously that can be from so many things, like I've mentioned already previously. You can have a house that's got mold in it. You could be exposed to a lot of chemicals in your diet, in your drinking water. Yeah, chemicals in diet, drinking water, environment, stuff you put on your skin, all this stuff can create like inflammation in the body if you're not having clean products of all of it. And really being like looking at everything, going through everything with a fine tooth comb and ensuring everything's in order. And that's where the Qenda comes in really handy, because it's helping keep the flow in the body and get rid of the impurities that's creating the inflammatory response all over your body. So yeah, if stuff's not flowing correctly, obviously you can just go for the everyday fibre, which will just keep stuff moving and flowing, and that should be enough just to get stuff going again. Because what happens is when people get like autoimmune symptoms coming back, that's because the way autoimmune works, you always have too much toxicities, and then the body creates inflammation, which is obviously what you got with the joint pain and the fibromyalgia symptoms. So we need to reduce the toxicities, and that's obviously where the Qenda comes in. It can get everything flowing in the body, and obviously just have a look at your diet, lifestyle, environment, and make sure you're not like having stuff like veg oils, sugars can really suppress the immune system, and gluten if you're eating a lot of gluten. So it could be dietary. You can be like, because when I say people, like gluten can create inflammation in like 50% of people anyway. But it's not even just gluten that's the problem. The wheat and the other crops that are a lot like wheat that get harvested, they get sprayed with glyphosate before they get harvested. So what happens then is the glyphosate's in it. It has high glyphosate levels when you eat it, and that can create leaky gut, which is inflammation in the intestinal lining. Then undigested food particles pass into the blood, and then you get this whole cascade of events. The reason why I'm saying that's why I'm talking about glyphosate when you've asked this question about fibromyalgia is there's so many different inputs that are going into your body, some of them that we don't even realize are going in, that's creating so much inflammation. So that's where utilizing Qenda to keep them inflammation levels down, and like I said, if there is constipation, keep everything flowing. Yeah, it's very useful for that. Otherwise, you've got to live in a bubble basically. So periodic cleansing and making sure your body is flowing is yeah, a very good idea. I think at the end of the question you said, please invite um, please advise me on what to do going forward, or whether I should buy the everyday fibre tub or the ultimate fibre. So Adele, like if you get the everyday fibre, you get 30 servings in it. So it's 5 more servings than the Qenda, and it's about $10 or £10 less, depending on what country you're in. So with regards to that, like what I'd do is start on the everyday fibre and make sure you're getting the same relief. Because if it is just lack of flow and your body needs a bit of support, the everyday fibre will be enough. And then if that's not enough, you can just have the ultimate fibre like spaced out. And that even if you're spacing out the Qenda Ultimate Fibre and having it as a maintenance, like every few days or every other day or one every 3 days, whatever you want, um, it's still good to do a cleanse periodically when symptoms get a lot worse. So depending on how long it's been since your last cleanse, I would recommend starting on the everyday fibre. Like I said, it's just a bit cheaper, easier on the budget, and you get 30 servings, and that can be enough to get everything flowing and help support the liver, etc. Um, and deal with the leaky gut, of course, which can be caused from glyphosate and other things. And then, if for whatever reason that didn't work, just have the Qenda when you need it, when symptoms are really bad, um, and then space it out as a maintenance as and when you need it with periodic cleanses. Um, yeah, so that's your two options. The everyday fibre is a little bit cheaper. You get a bit more. It's a bit less per serving, so you get a bit more. Yeah, you get 30 servings rather than 25 servings, but each serving is 15 grams rather than the 20 grams that you get in Ultimate Fibre. So that's why it's a little bit cheaper. All the herbs are like the highest quality and yeah, very expensive herbs, so it only makes it a bit cheaper, but you get more servings, so it can space it out across the month. So